And one of the ingenious things in that was I bumped the camera. I mean, the whole camera crew was there, but because I bumped the camera and then eventually straightened it out, it made you feel like the girl and I were the only two people in the room. You know, that was part of the effectiveness. And the editing, cutting away to the people at crucial moments was a very effective.
Especially Barney. His look is like...
Yeah, the faces, the cutaway, this guy's, all the actors did a great job in terms of the reactions, which made it easy for us, you know, for cutting it, because...
I could still do that scene today, I think.
Yeah? What do you think about that, Jody?
My wife is sitting out there. That was my old nose, by the way. I had my nose straightened and fixed.
No, actually,
for Night Riders.
That was his young nose. Now he has his old nose.
My brand new nose.
Did anyone have reactions to the Snuff film? You guys
Yeah.
Tell them about Sweden.
Okay, so
Yeah, we got a couple.
in the beginning, after we finished the film, we sent it around to some film festivals, and there were several that rejected it out of hand. And there were a couple, and I'll tell you a story about when it went to Sundance and George had to defend us. But it went to Sweden, in Gothenburg, Sweden, they screened it, and about, I don't know, a month or two later, we get this letter. Dear Mr. Harrison and Mr. Nelson, we showed your movie effects. It was very effective and people really liked it. However, during the Snuff movie, we found a man in the front row masturbating during it. Does this often happen? Does this often happen? And I wanted to write this guy back and say, man, you Swedes are really fucking sick. I thought you guys were like peace and love and cool, you know.
It was accepted into the USA Film Festival, which is now the Sundance Festival. So it was, you know, it was before it became Sundance. But so we had it there, and then it didn't win. And
It was one of the 4 finalists.
Right, and George, really probably the reason it didn't win is that there was one of the judges who accosted me after it was shown in the local movie theater and came and just started screaming at me about the Snuff film, and she would absolutely not believe, how could you do this? And she would absolutely not believe that it wasn't real. And, you know, how dare you put this on the screen and make me and everybody else watch it when this is a real thing? And I know that woman was killed, and, you know, there was really not, when somebody's saying that, there's nothing that you can say.
Well, it's a good thing the Snuff movie is black and white.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
of that melted crayon shitty blood that you created. This was the same blood I used in Dawn of the Dead, which is why in Dawn of the Dead, it looked great in the bottle. It was from the 3M company, Stage Blood. But it photographed like, you know, melted crayons. It was horrible. But so yeah, it's a good thing it was black and white, yeah.
But the thing about that USA Festival, which was really cool, is that in the jury room, of which George was a part, they were all saying, well, this movie is trash, and so we can't vote for it because it's not really an independent movie like we think of an independent movie. And all the other movies were movies that had been supported by some arts council or PBS or something. And George, to his credit, got up and said, wait a minute, this is a true independent movie because these guys had nothing. And they raised the money on their own, and they basically went out and just did it by hook or by crook. And of course they said, yeah, that's great, George, sit down. That was the end of that.